everyone, and welcome back to another video. I don't think many people know this, but I've actually been keeping up with Girls Planet 999, and today I thought I'd share some of my predictions for the show. Now, before we get into it, I'm gonna say I actually don't think Mnet is rigging the votes. I think Mnet is very much so scared of getting into another lawsuit, and I think instead of rigging the actual votes, they're just amping up the editing to make sure that the trainees they want to get in. Because I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like Mnet is really trying to push the narrative with this editing way more so than they have with the Produce series. You can easily tell which trainees they do and don't like, and I think they're doing the most to portray those trainees in good or bad lights respectively. With that being said, I think the results for Girls Planet are going to be way more predictable than any of the Produce series, and when the show finally ends, I would be really surprised if all of these didn't come true. With that being said, let's get into the first prediction. Now, my first opinion, which I don't want to be true, is that I don't think Bora is debuting. She definitely has a little bit of momentum right now with how much people are supporting her on social media, but I don't think it's going to be enough to land her in the top 9. The thing is, I think a lot of people are supporting Bora, but I don't think she's done enough to become many people's one pick. It seems like most people have already chosen their favorites by episode 5, and Bora's popularity has only really seemed to pick up around the last few episodes. A bunch of people definitely do like Bora, but I just don't think that many people will be willing to not vote for their faves in order to vote for her. And with how the voting system is, I just don't see it being very good for her in the future. Because my second prediction, which I'm sort of 50-50 on, is I think for the final voting, you're only going to be able to vote for one trainee, whether they're Korean, Chinese, or Japanese. I could see them keeping the one pick from each group thing, but I think they're just going to keep it the one pick and drop the restrictions. Now, for my third prediction, I think the final group will have a performance-based concept more so than vocal or rap-based. I genuinely don't think there's going to be much potential for a good main vocalist in the final lineup, but the thing is, it seems like every single girl is going to be a very good dancer. If I had to predict what existing group the Girls Planet group is going to be most similar to, I would say ITZY. I think their songs are going to be very upbeat, very fast, and very dance-oriented, and I could see them doing a lot more chanting more so than singing. Their songs definitely won't be as high-pitched as I.'s ones were, and I don't foresee them having many crazy high notes either. That being said, I don't think their songs are going to be any worse, I just think they're going to be different. Anyways, moving on. My fourth prediction is that the lineup is going to be extremely predictable. Since Mnet probably won't rig the final lineup, there's not going to be anything similar to Gaeun or Jinhyuk not making the final group, and I think 6, if not more, of the current top 9 is going to be the final group. In the past, the final lineup was really shocking because it just wasn't real, it was rigged, it was fake. So with that not being a factor, at least I think it won't be a factor, I just don't see many jaw-dropping moments happening. My fifth prediction is that the final lineup will consist of 5 Korean girls, 3 Japanese girls, and 1 Chinese girl. It's become very painfully obvious, especially in the last few episodes, that Xiaoting is the only Chinese girl that Mnet likes, and I think in these last 2 episodes they're gonna do the most to try and get these other Chinese girls out of the final debut lineup. Personally, I think this one is the most likely to not be true. I hope there's at least 2 Chinese girls, but we'll see. And my final prediction is that while Xiaoting will be the top ranked Chinese girl, she's gonna get a mini evil edit to make her not first place in general. Mnet is definitely scared of making a Chinese girl their center, and in the second to last episode they're gonna pull out all the stops to make sure Xiaoting doesn't get as many votes as she's been getting. I'm not sure exactly who's gonna be the center, probably Daeun, maybe Yujin, but all I know is that it's not gonna be Xiaoting if Mnet has anything to do about it. And that concludes this video. Honestly, I don't really want any of these things to happen, and I hope I didn't manifest any of these into existence. This is just what I see happening. And with that said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more from me, consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching, and see you tomorrow. Or soon.